Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mark Darshak platform. So as you people are aware that we are doing the quick revision series for our upcoming examination. In this series, we are currently doing the polity, and today in this lecture we are going towards the part 9A of our constitution, that is mention of the municipalities. It is quite important from your exam perspective that you will find one or two direct questions from your municipalities related articles. So please remember these articles, very important articles from your exam perspective. So without wasting any further time, let's move toward the article. So today we are moving toward the municipality that is mentioned under article, sorry, part 9A of the Constitution of India. In this, let's move toward the articles. So here you can say the article 230, so 243p, that is the definition of the municipalities. It mentioned about the committees, about the district level, about the metropolitan areas, about the municipal areas, about municipalities, panchayats and populations. So the part 243 P mentioned about the article 243p mentioned about the definition of the municipalities. It include the committees, districts, metropolitan area, municipal areas, municipality and panchayat and population. Okay, so next, that is the article 243 Q mention about the constitution of the municipalities. So this article mention about the constitution of municipalities that include the nagar panchayats for transition zone, like you can say about the rural area and urban area. Okay, this is village and this is city. Okay, let's move toward in this, like the nagar panchayat is basically in the areas of town, है ना, and the municipality is basically where the population of the city is very sparse or very low, है ना. Smaller urban areas के लिए municipalities, then after municipal corporation, so that is for large urban areas, such as you may have seen that ना, Mumbai municipal corporation, so that is for bigger areas and higher populated areas. Next is the industrial township exceptions. So industrial townships are basically the towns are towns is habitated by the persons who are working in the industries, है ना. So जैसे कि जैसे रिको एरियाज हो गए, रिको इंडस्ट्रियल एरियाज हो गए ना, इंडस्ट्रियल एरियाज यू मे फाइंड इन एवरी सिटी. So these areas are also called the industrial township area. These areas are habitated by the people who are working there, and these are their sole purpose is to give them an good habitation and every facility for the at one place. Okay, so next is the composition of the municipalities that mentioned under article 243R. So it is the direct election of the from the ward, है ना. Basically composition of municipality that is mentioned in number 243R, that is the direct election for ward फ्रॉम वार्ड्स हो गए, फिर हो गया रिप्रेजेंटेशन फॉर स्पेशल नॉलेज पर्सन हो गया, फिर हो गया रिप्रेजेंटेशन फॉर एम पी एम एल एज हो गया, फिर रिप्रेजेंटेशन फॉर मेंबर ऑफ काउंसिल ऑफ स्टेट एंड लेजिस्लेचर हो गया, फिर रिप्रेजेंटेशन फॉर कमिटी चेयरमैन हो गया. नेक्स्ट इज द चेयरमैन election manner. So it is mentioned in the article 243R. So you may going to find any question in your upcoming examination related to that, कि which article mention about the election about the election manner of the chairman of the municipalities. So that mentioned under article 243R. So you have to remember this. Okay, next is the ward committee that is mentioned under article 243S. So it says that for municipalities with the ward committees are for municipalities with the population 3 lakh plus. Okay, next is the composition and area by the state laws. These are the these are the areas are defined and the rules and laws are stated by the state laws. Next is the municipality member representing ward are committee members. Okay, next is the chairperson election. Okay, other committee can be constituted, that is mentioned in the article 243S, that is the ward committee. Okay, so next is the reservation of the seat that is mentioned in the article 243T. So basically reservation of seats, that is quite important. You can quote this reservation of seat in the municipalities in your essay reports, है ना. सो प्लीज़ रिमेंबर दिस कि कौन से आर्टिकल में मेंशन किया गया है अबाउट द. सो यू विल फाइंड 243 T mention about the reservation of the seat for SC/ST, 1/3 seat for women including the SC/ST. चेयरपर्सन की सीट है वो भी रिजर्व फॉर द women and scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. Next is the rotation of the reserve seat or seats of which, मतलब कि on the rotation basis you will going to find the seats for the reserved category and women. Next is the seized after Article 243 224 period. Next is the state legislature can provide for backward classes. Okay. Next is the duration of municipality that is mentioned under Article 243 U. So 243, you have to remember 243 T is related to reservation of the women and SC/ST. 243 U is mentioned about the duration of the municipalities, that is the 5 year for the first from the first meeting, reasonable opportunities before dissolution होता है, no resolution by law amendment until term expiry, then after election, before expiry and within 6 months of the dissolution, है ना. So elections should be conducted before the expiry, and if they are like dissolved, then there is a 6 month period, and you have to conduct election with between the in the 6 month period. Okay. Next is the constituted municipality continues for remainder period, यानी कि the committee or the constitution of constituted municipality after dissolution will going to work for the remaining period, like है ना. If पहली वाली municipalities work for 3 years, now the next elected on the dissolution will be for coming for the 2 years, so that is include 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 years. Okay. So this is how the municipality elections are conducted. Okay. Next is the disqualification of member, that is mentioned under Article 243V. So that is about the disqualification of membership. So state legislature के law से, है ना, एज होनी चाहिए 21+ होनी चाहिए, डिसीजन बाय अथॉरिटी प्रोवाइडेड बाय द स्टेट्स. So basically these are the grounds for disqualification of members, that is mentioned in Article 243V. Next is the power, authority and responsibilities, that is mentioned in Article 243U, है ना. So 243W. So W is basically, W को you can remember this about the work. W से वर्क याद कर सकते हैं ना. 243W. W is basically you can remember about the work their काम, their कार्य, है ना. So basically it is related to their work, power and authority, responsibility. So it's institution for self government हो गया, devolution of power and responsibility हो गया, फिर planning for economic development and social justice हो गया, implementing 12th schedule scheme हो गया, फिर committee powers authority for 12th schedule हो गया, है ना. Next is the power to impose taxes, funds, that is mentioned in Article 243X, है ना. टैक्स वाला X है ना, टैक्स वाला X, TAX वाला. सो ये वाला X यहाँ पे कर सकते हैं, यानी 243X is related to tax. Okay. So this is how you can remember this. So it is mentioned about the power and impose of the taxes. So basically authorize municipalities to levy and collect tax, assign state government taxes. Next is the grant in aid from the state consolidated fund या फंड ऑफ इंडिया, है ना. सो बेसिकली स्टेट फंड से के कंसोलिडेटेड फंड से म्यूनसिपैलिटीज को ग्रांट्स प्रोवाइड की जाती है, दैट इज मेंशन अंडर आर्टिकल 243X, है ना. नेक्स्ट इज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ म्यूनसिपैलिटीज फंड, इट इज ऑल्सो मेंशन अंडर आर्टिकल 243X. ओके. सो नेक्स्ट we are moving toward the finance commission, that is mentioned under 243Y, है ना. फाइनेंस को वाई से रिलेट कर सकते हो. बेसिकली इट्स रिलेटेड टू म्यूनसिपैलिटीज, है ना. सो बेसिकली टू आर्टिकल 243I वाई फाइनेंस कमीशन रिव्यू म्यूनसिपैलिटीज हो गया, फिर रिकमेंडेशंस हो गई, दैट इज मेंशन आर्टिकल 243Y हो गया. रिकमेंडेशन रिलेटेड टू म्यूनसिपैलिटीज रिलेटेड टू फंड फ्रॉम द स्टेट और द यूनियन. ओके. Next is the audit of the account, that is mentioned in Article 243Z, that is the audit of account, है ना. सो नेक्स्ट इज द, सो यू कैन रिमेंबर कि जेड यानी कि लास्ट में आता है, लास्ट में क्या आता है, लास्ट में ऑडिट होता है ना, ऑडिट है ना, सबसे लास्ट में होता है. सो दैट इज मेंशन इन आर्टिकल 243 जेड. इसको जस्ट निमोनिक है, यू कैन रिमेंबर दिस बाय एनीथिंग दैट यू हैव मेड फॉर यू, है ना. नेक्स्ट इज द इलेक्शन ऑफ द म्यूनसिपैलिटीज दैट इज मेंशन इन आर्टिकल 243 जेड ए, है ना. सो बेसिकली यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द जेड वाले जो सीरीज है ना, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस बिकॉज यू विल डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू फाइंड दिस क्वेश्चन इन योर अपकमिंग एग्जामिनेशन. एज let me tell you, the recent CAPF 2024 examination has, in that we have seen a question directly from the municipalities articles, that is about the Z series. Okay, so you have to remember these articles. These are quite important because nowadays we can say that the grassroots democracy is gaining the pace, है ना. It is getting the popularity, so that is why UPSC is also asking questions from this part. So you have to remember them, you have to inculcate them in your memory, so that when you are sitting in the examination you don't have to be confused in the, because these articles are very very near, very closely packed. So you have to justify them, you have to concise them in such a manner that you can remember for your examination. So basically election of the municipality that is mentioned in article 243 ZA vested in the state election commission. So that is also mentioned in article 243K. So basically municipalities related elections are conducted by the state election commission. The election commission west conducted the elections for the municipalities and panchayats, है ना. And the election commission of India, that is central body, is constituted to conduct the election for president, vice president, post of vice president and president, as well as for state and the parliament, है ना, state legislature and parliament. Okay, so that is mentioned in article 243 JD about the municipality elections. Okay, next is the application of union territories, that is mentioned in article 243 ZB. So ZB about the application of union application to union territories, है ना. So that is about the reference to the governor to become the administrator, reference to the state legislature become legislative assembly, that if any. Next the president may apply with exceptions or modifications, that is mentioned in article 243 ZB. So you have to remember this. Note to apply to certain areas, that is mentioned in article 243 ZC, that is the for scheduled areas, tribal areas, that is mentioned in article 244. Darjeeling and Gorkha Hill Council. So basically municipalities are not apply to every area. There are certain exceptions, that is the scheduled areas, that is mentioned in article I think schedule 6, है ना. And next is the part 6. Okay, so next is the tribal areas and Darjeeling and Gorkha council areas. So next article, that is the 243 ZD, that is the committee of district planning article, that is mentioned in article 243 ZD, committee for district planning. So it is the consolidated panchayat and municipality plan, prepare draft development plan for districts, composition of by state law. Next is a not less than 5 elected from the municipality panchayats and municipalities, elections related to district planning. Next is a chairman chosen manner. Next is the consider common interest and resources, consult institutions or an organization forward plan for state government. So that is mentioned in article 243 ZD. So you have to remember this for your examination. So next we are moving toward the committee for metropolitan planning, that is mentioned in article 243 JD. सो बेसिकली कमिटी फॉर मेट्रोपॉलिटन प्लानिंग में ई आता है ना. सो बेसिकली प्लानिंग में आपको ई आप जोड़ते हो तो इसको आप जेड ई से जोड़ सकते हो, है ना. सो दैट इज अबाउट कमिटी फॉर मेट्रोपॉलिटन प्लानिंग हो गया. सो दैट इज द प्रिपेयर ड्राफ्ट डेवलपमेंट प्लान फॉर मेट्रोपॉलिटन एरियाज, composition by the state laws, not less than 2/3 elected by the municipalities and पंचायत हो गया. रिप्रेजेंटेशन फ्रॉम यूनियन एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है. फंक्शंस रिलेटेड टू प्लानिंग एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन हो गया, है ना. चेयरमैन चूज एंड मैनर हो गया, फिर कंसिडर एग्जिस्टिंग प्लान, कॉमन इंटरेस्ट, ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट, फिर हो गया कंसल्ट इंस्टीट्यूशन एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हो गया, फॉरवर्ड प्लान फॉर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. So that is mentioned in Article 243 JD. So next is the continuation of the existing laws and municipalities, that is mentioned under Article 243 ZF, है ना. So basically continuance of existing laws and municipalities, that is mentioned in Article 243 ZF. यानी कि फेल एफ का फेलियर से याद रख सकते हो कि फेलियर नहीं हो रहा है, ये है ना कंटिन्यू हो रही है. सो दैट मेंशन इन आर्टिकल 243 ZF. नेक्स्ट इज द बार फॉर इंटरफेरेंस बाय द कोर्ट इन इलेक्टोरल मैनर. सो बेसिकली दैट इज अबाउट द 243 ZG. सो जी को आप ग्राउंड से कर सकते हो, यानी कि ग्राउंड फॉर इंटरफेरेंस बाय द कोर्ट्स in electoral matters. So that is mentioned in Article 243 ZG. Next is the definition, that is mentioned in Article 243 ZH. That is the authorized person, है ना. So let me tell you. So next we are moving toward the the cooperative societies, that is part that is mentioned in Article Part 9B, है ना, जिनको अभी लेट ही है ना इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, है ना. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो मैंशन इन द आर्टिकल स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द आर्टिकल 243 ZH. सो नाउ इट्स योर ड्यूटी टू टेल मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन कि ये कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज़ को कौन से अमेंडमेंट एक्ट से मतलब कि इंक्लूड किया गया था, है ना. सो आई कैन गिव यू एन हिंट दैट in 1990 and 2002 there is important, these are the important years for the cooperative society. Now you have to tell me in the comment section, है ना, that कि कौन सा क्या है. उससे पहले let me ask you a question. Tell me in the comment section 243 article 243 x is related to, किससे रिलेटेड है ना. सो यू हैव टू टेल मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन एक्स किससे रिलेटेड है, एक्स वाला किससे, टैक्स से रिलेटेड. सो 243 एक्स किससे रिलेटेड हो गया, टैक्स से रिलेटेड ऑफ द म्यूनसिपैलिटी. सो दैट इज हाउ यू कैन रिमेंबर देम. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज द डेफिनेशन. The next move toward the cooperative societies, that is the definition mentioned under Article 243 ZH, है ना. So basically it is the cooperative society is basically authorized person हो गया, board हो गया, cooperative society हो गया, multi state cooperative society हो गया, फिर ना ऑफिस बियर रजिस्ट्रार, फिर स्टेट एक्ट हो गया, फिर हो गया स्टेट लेवल कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी हो गया. सो दैट इज मेंशन इन आर्टिकल 243 ZH. दैट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द cooperative society. Next is the incorporation of cooperative societies, that is mentioned in Article 243 ZI. So 243 ZI is basically mentioned about the voluntary formation. incorporation क्या हो गया, यानी कि voluntarily formation हो सकता है, फिर democratic membership control हो सकता है, member economic पार्टिसिपेशन हो सकता है, फिर ऑटोनोमस फंक्शनिंग हो सकता है. सो दैट इज द इनकॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ प्लानिंग कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज, है ना. So that is mentioned in Article 243 ZI. Next is the board members and office bearers, that is mentioned in Article 243 ZJ, है ना. So basically these are mentioned about the board members and office bearers. So maximum 21 board directors हो सकते हैं. रिजर्वेशन 1 for SC ST and 2 for women होता है. टर्म इनका 5 year होता है. कैजुअल वैकेंसी फिलिंग होता है. फिर कोऑपरेटिव कोऑप्शन फॉर एक्सपीरियंस्ड पर्सन होता है. कोऑप्टेड मेंबर्स नॉट वोटिंग एंड इलेक्शन. राइट फॉर ऑफिस बियरर होता है. फिर हो गया इलेक्शन फॉर ऑफ द बोर्ड मेंबर्स, कैसे होता है, दैट इज मेंशन आर्टिकल 243 ZK. इलेक्शन ऑफ द कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज is mentioned in Article 243 ZK, that is the conducted before the term expiry, superintendent direction, control by the state authority. ओके, सो बेसिकली इनका इलेक्शन से रिलेटेड सारा का सारा प्रोसेस होता है, दैट इज अंडर द स्टेट. सो स्टेट विल कंडक्टेड द इलेक्शंस. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट इज द सप्रेशन supersession and suspension of the board, that is mentioned in Article 243 ZL, है ना. सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस कि मैक्सिमम 6 months का गैप होना चाहिए. 1 year फॉर बैंकिंग कोऑपरेटिव्स. ग्राउंड किस पे होना चाहिए, डिफॉल्ट, फिर नेग्लिजेंस हो गया, प्रीजुडिस हो गया, फिर स्टेलमेंट हो गया, इलेक्शन फेलियर हो गया. दीज आर द ग्राउंड्स ऑन विच द सस्पेंशन कैन बी इनिशिएटेड. नेक्स्ट इज द नोट इफ गवर्नमेंट, नो गवर्नमेंट shareholders and loan guarantors. Okay, and Banking Regulation Act applies to corporate banking co. Next is the administrator conducted elections. Okay, of the cooperative society. Next is the audit and account that is mentioned in Article 243 JDM, है ना. Now tell me, who मतलब कि in which articles audit and account about the municipalities is mentioned. कौन सी से municipalities से mention कौन से article में. So that is about the tell me in the comment section. Okay, so I hope you have written in the comment. Now let me tell you that the 243 Z, that is the audit of the account that of the municipalities. Next is the audit of the account, that is the 243 JDM article. It is about the cooperative societies. So at least once annually होता है ना, audit होता है. Minimum qualification for auditor is mentioned in the conventions that is required. Next is the auditor appointed by general body for approval panel होता है. Audit within 6 months of financial year क्लोज होता है. फिर अपेक्स कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी रिपोर्ट लेड बिफोर स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर. नेक्स्ट इज द कन्वीनिंग जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग that is mentioned in Article 243 JDN, है ना. नेक्स्ट इज द राइट ऑफ मेंबर्स टू गेट इन्फॉर्मेशन, दैट इज Article 243 ZO, है ना. इन्फॉर्मेशन वाला ओ यहाँ पे भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं ना. राइट टू मेंबर्स टू गेट इन्फॉर्मेशन वाला ओ, है ना. सो दैट इज Article 243 JDO about the right of members to get information, that is mentioned under Article 243 ZO. So you have to remember why I'm putting so much time and stress on these things, because these are very very important from exam perspective. You will definitely going to find question from this session. So please focus on them, read them thoroughly, and revise them again and again, so that when you are sitting in the examination you will going to get these 2 marks. Okay, next is that is mentioned Article 243 ZO, mention about the right of members to get information, that is the access to books, info, accounts related to ओन ट्रांजेक्शन हो गया. फिर नेक्स्ट फिर इंश्योर करता है मेंबर पार्टिसिपेशन इन मैनेजमेंट कोऑपरेटिव एजुकेशन ट्रेनिंग इज ऑल्सो मेंशन इन Article 243 ZO. Next is the written, that is mentioned under Article 243 ZP, that is the filled within the 6 months of financial year close. It includes the annual report, audit account, surplus disposal plan हो गया, by law amendment हो गया. Next is the election status. Okay, so next we are moving toward the Article 243 ZQ, है ना. Q is basically it is mentioned about the offense and penalties, है ना. So you have to remember them. 243 ZQ यानी कि आपने क्यों किया, क्यों आपको ने कोई ऑफेंस किया, आपको क्यों आप पे पेनल्टी क्यों लगी. सो दैट यू कैन रिमेंबर अबाउट द ऑफेंस एंड पेनल्टीज, दैट इज मेंशन इन Article 243 ZQ, है ना. आप पे पेनल्टीज क्यों लगी, क्योंकि आपने ऑफेंस किया था. दैट इज मेंशन, जो कि Article 243 ZQ के अंदर मेंशन था, वो ऑफेंस किया आपने. सो दैट इज वाई द पेनल्टीज एंड ऑफेंस पेनल्टीज लगी आप पे. सो दैट इज द फॉल्स रिटर्न एंड इन्फॉर्मेशन हो गया, डिसओबेइंग समन एंड ऑर्डर हो गया, एम्प्लॉयर फेलिंग टू पे डिडक्टेड अमाउंट हो गया, फिर ऑफिस भी है ना फेलिंग टू हैंड ओवर कस्टडी हो गया, फिर करप्शन प्रैक्टिस इन इलेक्शंस हो गया. नेक्स्ट इज द 243 ZR, दैट इज द एप्लीकेशन फॉर मल्टी स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज, है ना. सो बेसिकली इट्स अबाउट द मल्टी स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज, यानी कि so basically that is mentioned in Article 243 ZR. Next is the application of union territories, that is mentioned in Article 243 ZS, है ना. application for to union territories, है ना. reference to state legislature become administrator, that if no assembly, है ना. next is the reference to state legislature become legislative assembly, है ना. next is the president may direct non application. Okay, so that is mentioned in Article 243 ZS. next is the 243 ZT, that is the continuance of existing laws. So that mentioned in Article 243 ZT, है ना. so next is the we are moving toward the scheduled areas and tribal areas, that is mentioned in Article सॉरी पार्ट 10 है ना. So let's move toward that. Okay, so it's very short. Okay, so that is the administration of scheduled areas and tribal areas that is mentioned in article 244. You have to remember article कि कौन से आर्टिकल में एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से रिलेटेड है. सो दैट इज आर्टिकल 244. इट इज़ द फिफ्थ शेड्यूल फॉर द शेड्यूल्ड एरिया एंड ट्राइबल एरियाज. एक्सक्लूडिंग होता है आसाम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम. सिक्स शेड्यूल फॉर ट्राइबल एरियाज सच एज आसाम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम. सो बेसिकली फिफ्थ शेड्यूल है वो उसमें एक्सक्लूड करते थे आसाम को, मेघालय को, त्रिपुरा को, मिजोरम को, है ना. यानी कि AMTM. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर कि कौन सा सिक्स शेड्यूल में मेंशन है ट्राइबल एरिया. दैट इज द AMTM, दैट इज आसाम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा एंड मिजोरम. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द ऑटोनोमस स्टेट. आसाम से रिलेटेड है. 244A से रिलेटेड आर्टिकल में मेंशन है ना. इट इज़ द पार्लियामेंट में बाय लॉ फॉर्म द ऑटोनोमस स्टेट काउंसिल. नेक्स्ट इज द कंप्राइजिंग ट्राइबल एरियाज दैट इज मेंशन इन आर्टिकल शेड्यूल 6. क्रिएशन ऑफ लोकल लेजिस्लेचर और काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स और बोथ. स्पेसिफाई legislative executive powers. Provide for tax assignment. Next is include incidental or consequential provisions. Next, not deemed by article 240 368. Okay, so that is mentioned under article 244A. You have to remember कि administration of the tribal areas and scheduled areas is mentioned in article 244. So this can be asked in your upcoming examination. Next is quite big thing, that is about the relationship between the union and state, that is mentioned in article 11, part 11 of the constitution, है ना. So let's do it. Okay, let's complete it. First is the legislative election relations, that is the distribution of legislative powers. So that is the extent of load, that is mentioned in article 245. Remember, this relations between state and union is very very important. You will going to find articles and the static part or maybe conceptual part from this section in your upcoming examination. So please pay attention. Okay, so it is the extent of laws that is mentioned in article 245. यानी कि पार्लियामेंट होल और एनी पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया स्टे, यानी कि पार्लियामेंट में मतलब मेक लॉज फॉर द होल और एनी पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, और स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर यानी कि मे एग्जीक्यूट लॉज, है ना, एंड मेक लॉज फॉर द होल और स्टेट पार्ट ऑफ एनी स्टेट ऑफ देयर टेरिटरी, है ना. सो नेक्स्ट इज दैट एक्स्ट्रा टेरिटोरियल ऑपरेशन वैलिडिटी, दैट इज ऑल्सो मेंशन इन आर्टिकल 245. Next is the subject matter of laws, that is mentioned in article 246. It is the parliament exclusion union list, है ना. exclusive parliament के exclusive matters है, that is they can only make the laws. So that is mentioned in article union list, that is the list 1. Second is the parliament or state, that is part of the concurrent list, that is the list 3. थर्ड इज द एग्जीक्यूटिव स्टेट एक्सक्लूसिव, दैट इज कि स्टेट ओनली कैन मेक लॉज, है ना. इन सर्टेन सर्कमस्टांसेस सेंटर में ऑल्सो में लोग यूनियन में ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड लॉज फॉर द स्टेट लिस्ट, बट देर आर सर्टेन सर्कमस्टांसेस फॉर दैट. ओके, सच एज मेकिंग ऑल इंडिया सर्विसेज और एनीथिंग, है ना, मतलब कि काउंसिल बनाना है. ओके, सो दैट इज द गवर्नमेंट द यूनियन कैन इंटरफेयर, है ना. Next is the parliament power for union and state list matters. Okay, so next article 243A, 246A, that is mentioned about the special provisions for the GST, है ना, जो कि अभी रिसेंट में आया था तो कुछ टाइम पहले, है ना. सो दैट इज अबाउट द पार्लियामेंट और स्टेट, यानी कि GST बाय यूनियन और स्टेट, यानी कि इट इज द cooperative federalism, that is mentioned in the article. So about the GST. Next is the parliament exclusive, यानी कि interstate trade and commerce and GST is in the union list. Interstate is and commerce is basically in the union list, है ना. So remember, this is the PYQ. This is asked in your in asked in I think CDS examination. So please remember this. Interstate trade, यानी कि इसमें है ना, अगर एक स्टेट ने लॉ बनाया दूसरे ने उसको नहीं माना तो वो तो इश्यू हो जाएगा. दैट इज वाई सेंटर कम एंड कह रही है कि लेट मी make the laws for both of you so that you both can comply them. Okay, so next is the additional court that is mentioned in article 247, that is the parliament may provide, है ना, additional courts, है ना, for better administration of union list laws, that is mentioned in article 247. That is the additional courts that is that are provided by the parliament for better administration of union list. Okay, so next is the residuary powers, that is article 248, है ना. तो पार्लियामेंट एक्सक्लूसिव होता है मैटर्स नॉट इन द कंकरेंट और स्टेट लिस्ट. इंक्लूड होता है इम्पोज अनलिस्टेड टैक्सेस, है ना. that power is with the parliament. Okay, not state legislature. Next is the article 249, that is the parliament legislating on the state law national interest. article 249 के अंदर mention है ना. I already told you that ki parliament in certain circumstances can make laws on the state list. So these are the circumstances, that is the national interest हो गया, emergency हो गया, है ना. So basically national interest से related है जो 249 वाले article में mention है, that is the council of state resolution 2/3 of majority हो गया on the resolution in the council of ministers with the 2/3 of majorities. The state the center the parliament can make laws for the state. Next is the law remain for the force for 1 year, यानी कि basically 1 year के लिए होता है, but state legislature after that can also extend that. Okay, next is ceases 6 months from the resolution. Okay, next is the parliament legislating on the state law, है ना. आर्टिकल 240 के अंदर मेंशन है इमरजेंसी में जो स्टेट लॉज के ऊपर ना लॉज बनाती है उससे रिलेटेड है. सो दैट इज द वाइल प्रोक्लेमेशन ऑन द इमरजेंसी इन ऑपरेशन हो गया, 6 months फ्रॉम प्रोक्लेमेशन सीजेस हो गया. फिर हो गया इनकन्सिस्टेंसी of laws, that is mentioned in article 251, that is the parliamentary law, that is article 249 and 240 prevail over state law, है ना. इनकन्सिस्टेंसी ऑफ लॉ इज मेंशन की जो कि 249 में जो है ना हमने देखा कि नेशनल इंटरेस्ट से रिलेटेड जो भी चीज़ें हैं उनसे रिलेटेड पार्लियामेंट स्टेट लॉज बना सकती है. नेक्स्ट चीज़ है 250 में हमने देखा कि इमरजेंसी की सिचुएशन में पार्लियामेंट स्टेट सब्जेक्ट्स हैं पर लॉ बना सकती है. सो दैट इज़ नाउ आर्टिकल 251 says कि पार्लियामेंट्री लॉज prevail over the state laws, under that is the laws are made under article 249, है ना. next is the state law inoperative to extend to repugnancy, है ना. next is the legislation by consent, that is of consent of the state, that is mentioned in article 242, that says that 2 or more state resolve for parliamentary law, है ना, applied, यानी कि 2 or 4 है ना more state with the resolution can ask parliament to make laws. next is the applies to consenting और adopting state हो गया. only parliament can amend or repeal to those laws, यानी कि जो laws parliament बना रही है यानी कि states request कर रहे हैं 2 or more states, है ना. then after parliament can make laws for them, and the power to repeal these laws are on parliament only. state legislatures can't amend them or can't repeal them, है ना, or amend them. okay, next is the international agreement से related वाला part है. सो प्लीज़ रिमेंबर ये वाला काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये वाला जो पढ़ रहे हैं ना अभी, है ना, सेंटर स्टेट रिलेशन से बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. यू विल गोइंग टू फाइंड डायरेक्टली 1 क्वेश्चन, है ना, in your examination, not just on the articles but the materials that we are studying, है ना, that you will going to find in your examination. okay, so next is the international agreement that is mentioned in article 253, that is the parliament power to make laws for implementation. next is the treaties, agreement, conventions and international decisions, है ना, टू इम्प्लीमेंट, यानी कि इंटरनेशनल एग्रीमेंट से रिलेटेड वाला ये 253 आर्टिकल क्या बोल रहा है कि यानी कि पार्लियामेंट कैन मेक लॉज इन द स्टेट सब्जेक्ट to implement the international agreements, है ना, इंटरनेशनल एग्रीमेंट हो गया, इंटरनेशनल डिसीजंस हो गया, ट्रीटीज हो गया. सो पार्लियामेंट कैन मेक लॉज फॉर दैट. ओके, for in the state list. Next is the inconsistency of law, that is under article 240 254, that is the parliament law prevail over the state law, that is mentioned in article. यानी कि कंकरेंट लिस्ट में पार्लियामेंट के द्वारा बनाया गया लॉ ऑलवेज प्रिवेल ओवर द स्टेट लॉ, है ना. नेक्स्ट इज द एग्जिस्टिंग लॉ प्रिवेल ओवर द स्टेट लॉ, है ना. यानी कि अगर एग्जिस्टिंग लॉ है और स्टेट लॉ बनाया, स्टेट ने कोई लॉ बनाया तो एग्जिस्टिंग लॉ ही बनना ना लागू होगा, ना कि स्टेट वाला लॉ, अगर देर इज एम्बिग्यूटी बिटवीन देम. नेक्स्ट इज द स्टेट लॉ रिजर्व फॉर प्रेसिडेंट असेंट प्रिवेल ओवर पार्लियामेंट्री और एग्जिस्टिंग लॉज. यानी कि इफ स्टेट legislature reserve the bill for the president assent, and then it will going to prevail over the parliamentary laws or any existing laws. Okay, next the parliament can still enact on the same matter, है ना. So basically next is the article 255, that is the recommendation and sanctions under the procedural only, that is procedural only act valid if assent given, that is the president, governor and raj pramukh. Okay, next is the general. Okay, dispute over the water. Next is general. Okay, dispute. Okay, so now move toward the general articles, that is the obligation of the state and union, that is mentioned in article 256, that is state ensure compliance with the union laws, है ना. obligation of the state यानी कि state ensure compliance with the union laws. फिर हो गया union can give directions to the state, that is I mentioned in article 256, है ना. and control of union over the state, that is mentioned in article 257, यानी कि state not to impede यूनियन एग्जीक्यूटिव हो गया, यूनियन कैन गिव डायरेक्शंस फॉर कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स हो गया नेशनल और मिलिट्री इंपॉर्टेंस के टाइम पे. फिर हो गया यूनियन की कैन गिव डायरेक्शंस फॉर रेलवे प्रोटेक्शन हो गया, यूनियन पे एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट फॉर डायरेक्शंस हो गया. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर देम, देर आर आई डोंट लाइक आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर ऑल्सो दैट these articles are, you can't miss them. If you miss them you will going to miss 5 to 7 questions in your upcoming examination. Okay, so be very straightforward. I am not here to start any coaching or everything. I am here to guide you people for with a real strategy that is going to help you in examination. If you don't want to study, I don't want you to teach. I don't to study. I want I want only the serious aspirant who are preparing and following this series. I don't want anyone that who just come here and just sitting here. No, I don't want that. Okay. Next is the control of the, next move toward the control article 257, that is the control of union over the state, that is mentioned in article 257, that is the state not to impede the union executive हो गया, यूनियन की डायरेक्शन हो गया, ये हमने पढ़ लिया है. नेक्स्ट इज द यूनियन पे एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट फॉर डायरेक्शन हो गया. नेक्स्ट इज आर्टिकल 258, दैट इज द यूनियन टू कन्फर्म पावर्स on the state, that is mentioned in article 258, that is the president may entrust union functions to state or officers with states consent. Okay, next is the parliament may confer powers duties or the on state even if outside state legislative powers. Next the union pay extra administrative cost. Okay, next is article 258A, that is the states of to entrust functions of to union, that is the governor may entrust state functions to union officers with the union consent. Okay, यानी कि गवर्नर में इंटरेस्ट स्टेट फंक्शंस टू यूनियन और ऑफिसर्स, है ना. बेसिकली 258 वाला क्या बोल रहा था, 258 वाला यूनियन टू कन्फर पावर ऑन द स्टेट, है ना. 258 वाला बोल रहा है कि नहीं, अब तो स्टेट वाली पावर भी है ना, फंक्शंस भी हम यूनियन को दे सकते हैं ना. दैट इज मेंशन इन आर्टिकल 258, है ना. ये देता कौन है, ये बेसिकली देता है गवर्नर, स्टेट से यूनियन में. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट इज द जुरिस्डिक्शन ऑफ territories outside India, that is mentioned in article 260. So it mentioned about the government of India may undertake executive or legislative functions, legislative, judicial functions subject to judicial jurisdiction laws. Next is the article 261, that is the public act records and judicial proceeding, that is the full faith and credit throughout the India, proof and effect determined by the parliamentary law, final judgment executable anywhere. Okay. Next is the dispute relating to power to water, that is mentioned in Article 262, that is the adjudication of the state interstate water dispute, that is mentioned in Article 262, that is the parliament may provide for adjudication हो गया, फिर parliament में exclude supreme court और other court jurisdiction हो गया, फिर coordination between state, that is mentioned under Article interstate council, that is mentioned in Article 250 263, that is the president may establish its uh, public interest served, inquire and advise on the dispute हो गया, फिर investigate and discuss common interest हो गया, interest subject हो गया, फिर हो गया recommendation for better policy and action coordination. So that is mentioned in Article 263, that is the interstate council. Okay, so that is for today. So as you remember, we start with the municipalities, then we did the cooperative societies, and then after the center state relations. So for today I think we have to end up the session here, we have to mug up here, because it become very tricky to remember these things. If you are not able to recall them, then there is not no any point for reading them. So I want you to remember what we are studying daily. Okay, so that is for today. I hope you like the video and also learn something from this video, and you can execute that in your mock test and in your upcoming examinations. So for that, for today, we will that is enough. We will meet tomorrow with the next set of the articles. So for that, Jai Hind for today.